What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are back to talk about DEATHSEED. Now, in this video we are going to talk about DEATHSEED in the context of Alliance Wars, and you can also extrapolate some information to Cosmic Crucible as well. And this team, it was pretty decent on Alliance Wars offense without Archangel. Now we're going to take a look at this team in action with Archangel. Of course, this is going to be a baby Archangel, and going forward the value of this team is only going to improve. A few weeks ago I made this video. If Archangel DEATHSEED is massive punch-ups, is doing massive punch-ups in Alliance Wars, and it's still the case, but with Archangel now we have the additional consistency, and Archangel really changes the meta, and I'm hoping to explain to you exactly how he does that and how significant it is for this the DEATHSEED team. So we're going to be taking a look at a few matches of the I guess strongest teams that we have in Alliance Wars, not in terms of hybrid teams, just the baseline teams, like for example Young Avengers and Darkhold, for example, and see exactly how they perform compared to this video that we did in the past, where they performed decently, but it lacked a little bit of consistency. Okay, so this is going to be the team that we are going to use, full DEATHSEED, and I want to make a warning before we start the video that depending on if you are doing Alliance Wars, Cosmic Crucible or Raids, the position of the characters changes a lot, really a lot. So while on Raids you want to have Archangel in the corners and Nemesis, when you are on a PvP situation it's the opposite. You want to have Psylocke and Dark Beast on the sides because they're going to be able to revive or bring some kind of survivability to your team, and then you'll have the thickest characters in the middle. In raids this is not important, but in PvP situations this is a lot more important. Okay, so with all that said, as always, if you like the information on this video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. Make sure you smash that like button and let me know what are your thoughts about the DEATHSEED team. Are you guys excited for this team? Were you able to unlock and gear up Archangel already? Let me know all of that, and make sure you stay tuned to the channel. As soon as we get the rewards for Archangel, and I think I'm gonna get him at 7 yellow stars, we are gonna test him out once again and see how much he destroys after he's fully maxed out. Okay, so with all that said, let's get started. Okay, for our first clip we are going to take a look once again at Tangled Web with a few of the Web Warriors. This is a team that I have seen very often in Alliance Wars defense, and is it gonna be good? Is the DEATHSEED going to be good against this team? Okay, so we are going to use the ultimate of Magneto, put them all together. It's unavoidable, so they're gonna get all blinded, and that's gonna stop SpiderMan 2099 from applying defense down and slow to us. And just with the counters, SpiderMan 2099 got destroyed. Now we have that Spider Weaver 7 yellow 6 red. This is not a joke. And with all those counters and with all those assists from Dark Beast, then we are going to be able to remove the charges from Spider Weaver very fast. And this is why I said you might extrapolate some information from here, because it might give you some value as well in Cosmic Crucible. I'm not saying that it works, I'm saying that if anyone wants to do the testing, let us know in the comments below if it works or not. So as you can see, you remove those charges very fast, and then the team just destroys. Most of these matches they last only a few seconds, so I'll have to be careful with how fast I have to speak. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the DEATHSEED against the Underworld. Yes, I guess you would call this team Underworld. So even that Underworld is Alliance Wars offense, I have seen this team quite often in Alliance Wars defense as well, and the team, it kind of works, but depends of the position of the characters. The position of the enemies is wrong, and if the position of the enemies is wrong, then we have a high chance of winning, because Magneto will go first, and as soon as you kill one of their enemies, Archangel is going to turn rewind them by 10%, and that's going to be a big deal. Okay, so all of them are blinded. Now Taskmaster is going to do his ultimate, and you can see that the damage from Taskmaster is literally insane. And this is why we need to protect Psylocke, and this is why I protect Dark Beast, so after we can return from the situation. Okay, so with Archangel now, if he doesn't have blind, which is a problem, we are going to try to copy as many positive effects from the enemies as possible, and he does so much damage, 3 yellow, 0 red stars, he does so much damage that he one-shots that Kingpin like he was nothing. And now you have all those positive effects, and we can spread them around with Nemesis, which is very, very interesting, as long as we don't have Disrupt. Okay, so now we have options: Ultimate or the Special. The Special will give us speed up, and that might be convenient if the enemies have a low amount of turn bar. And you might want to do, if the enemies have low turn bar, use the Ultimate. If you decide to go for the speed up, that's fine too, because you should be able to get your second turn before the enemies have their own turn, because they don't have speed up and you have. Okay, so Magneto died, that's fine, we're gonna be able to revive him. Taskmaster got destroyed. This is a 3 yellow Archangel, and he's completely destroying everyone. Like these Underworld, it's not like the biggest Underworld ever, but they are not that small either. Like a lot of characters level 90, and Archangel just one-shots them right away. Okay, so now you're going to take a look at DEATHSEED in Alliance Wars versus Blackwater, and we have seen this match in the past. It was decent, the version we saw a few weeks ago, but now we have more consistency, and how fast the team gets destroyed, the Blackwater, is just unbelievable. Okay, so Thanos has his first turn, and we're gonna put everyone together, even that is not necessary. You can also do the special there, but packing all of them together, that's fine too. Okay, so now we're gonna copy all those positive effects from Thanos, and he just gets destroyed right away. He just gets destroyed right away, so this is an instant win with the DEATHSEED versus the Blackwater. And this might be more convenient for you, maybe not in Alliance Wars, but next time we have an Avengers Tower, it's quite common to see some Blackwaters there, so you can see that right away. You destroy that Thanos, no problem, and yeah, they have no chance, because as soon as Thanos is gone, there is no way for them to win. And look at how many buffs we have, like, this is just unbelievable. We are just going to destroy those guys. I'm not even going to use the ultimate of Psylocke, because it's 100% necessary. So yeah, huge value for this team. Now you have the Disrupt, stop that Cold Obsidian from taunting. And because the enemies have low health, and this is the same situation about the Underworld. The Underworld, they have nice amount of HP on offense. If they are on defense, they have very trash HP. And once again, as soon as Archangel defeats one of the enemies, there is no stop on this team, because the enemies keep getting turned rewind and destroyed at the same time. Okay, now we are going to take a look at the Young Avengers. We have seen in the past that the DEATHSEED with Namor was able to defeat the Young Avengers. Let's see if they are also able to defeat the Young Avengers now without Namor and with Archangel. One good thing about the DEATHSEED against the Young Avengers is that whenever they get deflects, if you use the special of Archangel, he's going to get additional turn bar. So that's going to be awesome, because that will allow you to give the offense up with the special, and then use the ultimate to destroy the enemies. So let's see if you're going to be able to do that. I don't remember this match. I think I recorded this like 2 days ago or so. So let's see what I'm going to make the decision of. Okay, so I decided to go for the one shot on what's her name, on Miss Marvel, and this might not be the best option. I think it's just better to rush B and go for Squirrel Go. But the goal is gonna be apply ability block with Dark Beast to Squirrel Go. She has defense down now, and it's guaranteed that it's gonna land. And now with the guy with what's his name, with Nemesis, because he's blinded, you are not going to be able to do anything. So what you want to do instead is to use the special, so you give speed up to your entire team, and like this you'll be able to revive Archangel faster. That should be the best move here. Okay, but here I wanted to play as poorly as possible, just to see how much we would be able to push through if we'll be like complete idiots. We are doing all the mistakes to make sure that we give him the higher chance of winning. Okay, so here we go finally with the special, If the guy is blinded, you always want to do the special first for the speed up. Miss Marvel already got destroyed. We have some blinds and slow on Dark Beast, and now we are going to revive Archangel, and Archangel is coming with the spirit of vengeance. He's ready to destroy, and that Echo is looking very, very juicy. So Echo is one of the targets you want to get rid of right away because of stopping the assists. Any character that stops the assists, it's a character you want to get rid of, if not the first, at least the second. And you saw right there, did you see how Squirrel Girl got destroyed? It's because of the passive of Archangel. He keeps throwing darts at different enemies, and the damage from those darts is very, very significant, even at 3 yellow. Like, honestly, I cannot wait to see Archangel like at 7 red stars. He might be an absolute beast. I'm gonna stop all my Dark Promotion credit spending just to focus on him because, yeah, his damage is really mind-blowing. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the DEATHSEED versus Avengers Guardians. Last time we tried this, it didn't work out because, yeah, Avengers Guardians, they have resistance to blind, so it didn't make too much sense to use DEATHSEED against them, but did things change with Archangel? Well, let's take a look at. So we are doing like a 200k punch up against the Avengers Guardians, and let's see, we have that Thor over there. We're gonna use the special offense up for everyone and some damage to the enemies. And look at that damage on Thor. Look at that damage on Thor. He got destroyed right away. Okay, so defeating Thor, that's nice, but now they are going to get all those buffs. Can we survive? Can we survive after all those buffs from the enemies? Okay, so once again we have two options. We can use the ultimate, or we can spread the deflects that we have on our team. It's up to you to decide. Both of the options are valid. It's not the same situation like we had the Young Avengers, but yeah, we keep destroying the enemies, and we're gonna focus on that Lady Thor because we don't want her to flip the positive effects on her. If you think it's gonna be better to defeat her before you defeat Thor, that's an option too, but I would still rather go for Thor first. Okay, so there we go, she flipped all the positive effects on us, or at least quite a lot, but that's fine. We have trauma on Magneto, but that's fine too. Nemesis died. He's probably one of the weakest characters I have on my team. He was level 85 and only 4 yellow stars. So this is something that in the future, of course, is going to change. Lady Thor is gone, and now we are gonna after Valkyrie, and you can see that in the past we didn't have enough sustain, but now thanks to the passive of Archangel that on crit heals up the team by 3%, that small amount of healing is quite significant, and it drastically increases the survivability of the team to the point that yes, they can defeat Avengers Guardians somewhat easily in Alliance Wars, which is crazy, right? Which is literally crazy. We have this raid team that is completely destroying all kinds of metas in Alliance Wars defense. Okay, so finally we're gonna get rid of that Valkyrie. So you can see that this is not like the fastest team ever. It works out, even at doing some decent punch-ups, and it's definitely something that is going to improve in the future with a bigger Archangel and also with a big Nemesis, because stealing health from the enemies against the Avengers Guardians is extremely important. Okay, so there we go. We are going to destroy what's her name, Sif. We are going to destroy Sif, and the buffs that Valkyrie gives to the Avengers Guardians, you can copy them with Archangel, which is awesome because they have safeguard. Archangel is not able to remove the positive effects from the enemies, and that will allow you to spread after all those positive effects to everyone else. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at Unlimited versus DEATHSEED, or DEATHSEED versus Unlimited. And the match in the past, it was not super consistent. Now it's like 100% consistent. You just have to play in a different order. So instead of using the ultimate, you are going to use the special. And then Archangel, he can one-shot Rogue. It's crazy. You can use the ultimate and one-shot her, or you can use the special and give everyone offense up. Both ways are correct, I guess. But yeah, the damage of this team is pretty much insane. Okay, so we are going to use the special of Dark Beast on Rogue, and even that she has immunity, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. She already took so much damage in the face that she's gonna get destroyed either way. So this might push the unlimited to offense instead of defense, because like you can so easily destroy them. Look at that. Rogue, she got completely disintegrated, and Gambit, next time he takes a turn, he's going to die as well. Sunfire applies that defense down and so on, but that's fine because after Sunfire attacks you have a Psylocke, and Psylocke is gonna throw everything back at them. And you can see that it's quite great because like this you can stop Phantom X is not gonna taunt, Gambit is just gonna die. Now you can blind everyone to protect your team even more. And we have Archangel back. We can use the ultimate to steal positive effects, or you can just use the basic and destroy the entire enemy team at the same time. Either way is good. Gambit, he just got disintegrated because he disappeared. No one knows where he went. I guess he went to get the milk, and there we go. So they got completely destroyed, and yeah, this is amazing. Like DEATHSEED is destroying everyone. Okay, now we are going to talk about the serious questions. Can the DEATHSEED defeat the Darkhold in Alliance Wars? This is going to be extremely important because it's so common to see the Darkhold in Alliance Wars defense. And if you are not using Skirmisher Isoweight on Magneto, well, change it, because it's very likely for the blind to get resisted on Morgan Le Fay, and not only on Morgan Le Fay, because they start with defense up and safeguard, and because they have insane levels of resistance, it's very likely that you are not going to be able to apply the blind without the Skirmisher Isoweight on Magneto. So there are a few ways that you can go about this team, especially because your Archangel is small right now. This is going to be way more consistent in the future, but the two ways that you have to go about this is you can play DEATHSEED the same way you play Underworld, which is use the counters of the team to completely destroy Morgan Le Fay. That's a good way to go about it. Other way that you can go about it is to focus on the weakest character, and then that will allow you to turn rewind the enemies. I think it's going to be possible to one-shot like Agatha Harkness or Scarlet Witch in the future, and that's going to be huge because you're going to turn rewind the enemies, and then you'll be able to ability block Wong, and then the team literally has no chance. Okay, so you can see that with the bleeds that we apply with our team, we were able to bleed out that Morgan Le Fay, so she didn't even have the chance of going to stealth. If you push her to go to stealth, that might be a problem, because after she gets a bunch of death proofs, and the bleeds do not go through the death proofs. I don't know exactly why, it doesn't make too much sense, but either way, you can see that the Darkhold is getting destroyed. We're gonna do another match after this one to see that it plays out pretty well, but yeah, depending, you can use the ultimate of Archangel turn 1, and that's fine. You can also use the special of Archangel on turn 1, and that's fine too, but depending on which ability you use first, the way the match plays out is quite different. So once again, let's do this match, and you can see that this is a 1.1 million team in Alliance Wars with the buffs. And you're gonna take our team. We're doing a 10% punch up, which is like not mind-blowing, but anyway, we are using 3 yellow stars, 0 red stars Archangel, and I think that's at least fair. It's at least fair. Of course, if Archangel would be bigger, we would completely destroy this team. Like, if it already works right now, of course in the future is also going to work. Okay, so in terms of the blind, even with the Skirmisher Isoweight, I would say that it works 80% of the time, and even if you are not able to apply the blind, there is still a chance for you to win. But once again, it's going to be depending on how big your team is, and if you are punching down or punching up. But if you apply the blind, there is a very high chance that you are going to be able to win this match. Okay, so you can see once again that Morgan Le Fay is completely destroyed. She is full of bleeds, she's full of defense downs, negative effects, blah all those good things. And now with Nemesis we are going to do the L Steal, and this is just massive. Look at that damage, it's literally insane. Now the Morgan Le Fay, I don't know why she doesn't have the death proofs. Maybe I removed them, or maybe she has disrupt, I don't remember exactly. But yeah, she's on the same situation where she's gonna bleed out, I think. A few of the matches I left her for last, and that's also possible. Once again, you can focus, as long as you focus. For example, if Morgan Le Fay stays alive, you go after Agatha and you go after Strange Supreme. If Morgan Le Fay dies right away, then it doesn't matter. But of course, you need to be careful with Strange Supreme, because he's going to destroy you with his ultimate. What you have to do in order to stop that is use Archangel to copy deflects from the enemies and then spread those deflects with Nemesis. That will also allow you to save yourself when you're facing this team. And Psylocke is amazing character because she's the only character in the game that can transfer stuns. So Agatha Harkness, she applies stuns to us, and then we use that stun against herself, which is definitely awesome. It's definitely something that it's very, very useful in PvP, especially against powerful teams like this one with stuns. We have the same situation with the Unlimited X-Men team and also with the Gamma team. So this might be also a counter that we see in the future in Cosmic Crucible against one or both of those teams. Okay guys, so that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed DEATHSEED in action in Alliance Wars. Are you surprised with the results? I'm definitely pleased. Maybe not surprised because of the testing we did last week or 2 weeks ago, but I'm definitely pleased with the results, because that means this team will have some value in different game modes, not just in raids. Once again, the problem probably that this team might have is against Dormammu, because he's gonna be flipping those evades, the counters and so on, and that's definitely something you don't want. And the likelihood of you turning winding Dormammu, it's unlikely. It's possible, but it's unlikely. We have to see in the future if we find a way to deal with that, but that's gonna be something else for another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.